I had had many healthy pregnancies, so when it came to going into the hospital and having a baby, the nurses and doctors just treated me like an old pro. So oftentimes I didn't get the training that they might have given a new mother, and that's understandable. But I didn't get training as to these are the things that could go wrong once you go home. I don't know if they assumed I knew or the fact that I had never had those things go wrong before. So when those things went wrong and I began to have severe headaches, I had no idea what to do or what was wrong. I was 10 days past my delivery, and I thought, I do not know how to survive this headache. It just will not go away. So I told Nathan, and he said, let me take your blood pressure again. It had gone up to 200 over 100. And he said, we should go down to the ER, and they took it there, and it was even higher. It was like 210 over 100 and something. I was not textbook preeclampsia. I think oftentimes doctors are looking for the blood pressure to spike while you're still in the hospital after delivery. They monitor it very carefully. But then once they send you home, I don't think it's as much of a concern. But that was definitely when mine spiked, was after I returned home. I don't feel like I had had any kind of conversations with my OB about what to do if this happens when you get home. Oftentimes we don't want to bother the doctor. And had a provider just told me, you need to call me right away if this happens, this happens, this happens. That's a really important conversation to have with your patient. They need to have a plan of what time of day, where to call, and what to do. I think a patient needs to know that they are encouraged to reach out if they don't feel well. If I was a provider, I would encourage the patients to be regularly taking their blood pressure, making sure they own a cuff. They call blood pressure the silent killer. It's not that case for everybody, but it is for some, and they don't even realize that they're not feeling well. Of course, a doctor needs to be communicating that to their patient. Just because you feel fine doesn't mean that you're not having some high blood pressure. So you need to be checking it. Even providing patients with a log would even be something easy that would remind a patient to be taking their blood pressure regularly. I would also make sure that you're communicating with the patient regarding their medicine, because oftentimes it takes a little while to find just the right dosage. I definitely have been sent home with a dosage way too low, and I continue to have the same symptoms. Communicating with the patient on making sure they're on the right amount of medicine. It seems like a given, but it can be a lot of visits to get to that point where the patient is getting right just what they need. It's also extremely important that your patient that has had high blood pressure is being effectively given to another doctor after the postpartum period's over. But to make sure the patient understands why you're transferring them, and then give them more of an incentive to follow up with their family doctor, just making sure they're staying healthy. But we want to make sure that they are preparing their patients for anything that could happen. And with more communication, it's going to be better outcomes for moms and babies, and that is my hope.